What's up guys, welcome back to Car Studio, and I have some exciting news and a big update on the Powerstroke build. So I'm very happy with the color so far, and also how well it laid down. The coverage was, I mean, just so good. I probably could have got away with one coat of base coat, but I went ahead and did two, just because I didn't seal the whole truck. And we've got the color matched bumper done as well. And now it's time to do some clear coat. All right, now it's time to spray our clear. And we're gonna start with the roof. I just usually do 2 heavy coats on the roof, and that way I don't have to keep climbing up and down. And I've already done the passenger side, now I'm gonna do the driver's side. I'm spraying my clear with a Sada B5000, or 5000B rather, RP. It's an excellent clear coat gun. I'm using a 1.3 tip, and with a wide fan and full fluid, it really lays the clear down really nice. As you all know, I've mentioned before that my favorite part of building a vehicle is after paint reassembly. If that was my job, was to put a freshly painted vehicle together every single day, I would absolutely love it. So the last 2 days, I've literally just been reassembling this truck. And so far I've got the cab painted, and the back doors, the back bumper, the grille, and also the mirrors. I'm still body working the doors, and I haven't even started on the bed. The bed needs new wheel arches. I talked about that before. But let me just walk you around and show you so far what I've got done the last couple days. It's honestly a lot and very time consuming. So we'll start back here, and just to give you an idea of how massive this truck is, I'm holding the camera right now at my chest, and you can see just how big it is. So I started with the doors. I've got new door handles here. I took all of the belt line moldings and rubber seals around the door, weather stripping. I'm still attaching this one. I need to get new clips, but I took all that off to paint it, obviously. And before I reinstalled it, I put it in a sink, scrubbed it with a brush, and you know, reassembling the door, running the wiring harnesses, and you know, putting all the screws back in, these like rubber plugs, these stoppers here, adjusting linkages and door hinges and everything. That's very time consuming, but like I said, I enjoy it. So I've got the back doors. Installed. Check out this paint. It's dusty right now, but it's not been buffed or anything. Look, turned out great. I'm very happy with it. Rockers turned out good. So I bought these emblems off Amazon. I can link in the description. Those are very good quality. I was surprised. They were a little bit pricey. I think I paid $60. I bought 3 of them because my tailgate has one as well. I'm still using the old style tailgate. I don't have the 08 and up yet. I'm probably going to get it eventually when I find a deal on one. So my favorite part is this front end so far, and the grille obviously is color matched. This black insert just snapped out. I didn't have to tape it off, and luckily it's very clean lines. because I didn't have to tape it off, or you don't have to worry about overspray or anything like that. And these headlights, my absolute favorite part of this front end are these headlights. Let me turn them on real quick. Check it out. That's the daytime running lights. And I also have a new emblem on the way, because this updated front end, this is the 05 to 07 front end, uses a 9-inch Ford emblem right there. So that is on the way. And while we're inside, I'll go ahead and talk about a couple other things I did. So in the first video, I mentioned that there were a couple wires hanging out right here. So I'm not gonna say any names, but the previous owner had 2 wires coming out. He had one going to the battery, and he had one going over to the fuel inertia switch. And he cut the wires to the fuel inertia switch because that goes straight to the fuel pump, and then it at some point was hooked to the switch, the fuel pump. And I've been through all this in a previous video, but I'm just summing it up real quick. So basically, when I got the truck, you had to tie 2 wires together in order for the fuel pump to work, for it to start up. And that's super ghetto. So what I figured out the problem was, this fuse box in here has a built-in relay for the fuel pump that is not serviceable. But I did figure out that you can cut 2 wires and put in an external relay, and it works just like factory. So I hooked the fuel inertia switch back up. Everything is back to factory. The truck starts right up now with the key. You don't have to do no crazy stuff. Another thing the previous owner pointed out when I went to buy the truck was that you had to start it in neutral in order to put it in gear. So it would start in park, but once it was running, you could not shift it into neutral without turning it off, put it in neutral, and then restarting it. And he said, "Oh, you know how Fords are." No, I don't. I've never heard of that. No vehicle doing that, and it being normal. So my first thought immediately was brake light switch. So I looked in the rear, I had no brake lights. So then I swapped out the brake light switch, and now it goes into gear and the brake lights work. Everything works like it's supposed to. So that was an easy fix. I do have this 04 Expedition center console. It's just sitting here right now. I have not bolted it down or done any of the trimming to make it fit, but this is like this is probably #1 interior mod on an older Super Duty truck. It just brings them so much, it brings them up to date more, in my opinion, and you know, makes the interior look more complete and more comfortable. And I also sent this off, the compass and you know, fuel mileage display. I sent that off. I can also link that in the description. That was not working, if you guys remember, and now it lights up and it works perfect. So whenever I put together a new vehicle, stuff like that bugs me if it doesn't work, and I just try and get everything to work, and it's kind of like a challenge to me. I enjoy it. And one more thing I also bought is this third brake light, and I think it looks awesome too. So this right now is the LED work lights, cargo lights that, you know, shine on your bed. And speaking of the bed, that's it over there. So far all I've done is outline where I need to cut for my wheel arches. Haven't started that yet. I plan on finishing it next week. I did say this was going to be a 2-week project. We're over 2 weeks now. I'm assuming probably another week and a half to 2 weeks before it's done, given the holiday weekend and stuff. So here's the back bumper. This was chrome, if you remember. I sanded it down with 320, and then I acid etched it, and then I used a self-etching primer, and then I put light coats of base coat and clear, 2 of each, to accomplish this paint matched bumper. We also took all the plastics off, and similar process, scuffed them up, flexible parts primer, and then we used a trim black for them. Same thing with the parking sensors, which those sensors, all 4, are new. They weren't very expensive either. But we just trim black painted those, and we also got new license plate lights. Alright guys, that's it for this episode, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe, like this video. We have a ton of projects coming up. I'm going to keep updating you on this Powerstroke build. It's nearing completion. We still have a lot to do to it, but I'm literally devoting all my free time to this over the next couple weeks. So, again, subscribe, like, and I will see you guys the next time.